Hi guys, in this video I'm going to share exactly how much I made in my first year as a real estate agent. I got licensed in July 1.5 years ago, but I wasn't actually started doing real estate until December that year. I was still working 40 hours in a restaurant and I was also doing construction as my side hustle. You are maybe in the same situation I was, and you are probably wondering when everything will start happening, when we will start closing deals and making money. This video is not about me bragging how much I made my first year. This video is about showing you that anyone can do this if they put the work. I moved from Europe 2.5 years ago and I didn't know anyone in this country, let alone in this market. So I am a living proof that you can make it if you do the work. So let's jump into the numbers, shall we? When I actually started doing real estate, I was going on appointments with for sale by owners and expireds, but I wasn't getting any listings because I was so bad. And the first listing I got was from the open house, and the guy next door, he was doing a flip and he told me he's gonna be selling in 3 weeks. I got the listing and I sold this house in 4 days for the record price in the neighborhood. The house was amazing and I made $4,100 after the split with the broker. This gave me the confidence to start prospecting more and to start going on more appointments. This was in February of 2022. The second deal I closed was the previous seller's friend. He was looking for a flip. He was all cash buyer. We saw a few houses and finally he decided to make an offer on this one, and the deal closed in 2 weeks. I made $3,931.15. This was in March of 2022. The third listing I got was from the door knocking. This was an estate sale and I never did an estate sale before, so I had to put my team leader as a co-lister with me. We did great and we sold this house in less than 20 days. Because I was splitting the commission with the team leader, I made $3,245, which still isn't bad. So this was in April of 2022. So as you can see, I was building up that momentum. I was closing a sale almost every month. I was still working in a restaurant full time, and the funny thing is I was taking bathroom breaks and I was hiding in the corners so I can use my phone and call new for sale by owner that came on the market or the fresh expired. So that was a fun time for sure. The fourth listing I got was from a postcard and it was a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath condo, and this one was listed in April but didn't close until May, and I made $3,245. This time I decided to cut my hours in the restaurant to only 2 days a week so I can focus more on prospecting and finding new listings. The fifth deal I got was for sale by owner as a result of that, and I found this listing on Facebook and they were really nice people. They gave me opportunity to sell their house, which I did for $20,000 over asking and in 5 days. So this closed in June and this was my biggest commission check so far, and I made $6,301. Okay, number 6. I represented the buyer and he was looking for a flip. We saw a bunch of houses and we finally found something that has potential. This deal closed in 4 weeks and I made $4,875. The next listing I got was for sale by owner, but the sellers changed their mind within 2 days on the market and didn't want to sell anymore, which I totally respect. Number 7. This one was a really nice condo and it sold in 20 days. I actually found the buyer through marketing, and because I was working on both sides of the deal, I gave a seller small commission cut, but I still made $7,571. While I was waiting for this closing, I decided to fully quit my job at the restaurant. But like I said, I was working there only 1 or 2 days a week, so it didn't make huge impact on my business, but it made a huge impact on my mindset for sure. I didn't have too much savings except for this check that was supposed to come in. I didn't have any listings coming up and I didn't have any buyers, so I had to put more efforts into prospecting and finding new clients. I was basically talking with 15 to 30 people a day, and I'm still following up today with some of those people. They're supposed to sell in a few months. Real estate gods were nice, and as soon as I knew, I got new for sale by owner listings signed, and this was deal number 8. This is very interesting because this guy was for sale by owner in March and I was supposed to sign the listing agreement with him back then, but the night before he called me to tell me that he found a buyer for his house, and I was happy for him, but I had to cancel my photographer. Long story short, one day while I was calling for sale by owners, his number popped out and he remembered me, and this time I ended up selling his house. I made $2,650. Listing number 9. This was for sale by owner, really nice people. I was following up for 5 weeks before I got the listing, and the house sold in 7 days, and I made $6,750. I actually brought the buyer, but they had to sell their house first, and guess who was the listing agent? This guy. So their house sold in 5 days with multiple offers, and I made $4,565. So this was the deal number 10, and this was in November. That was my last closing for my first year in real estate. That brings us to the grand total of $47,238.15. Not bad for the first year in real estate, to be honest. I had potential to sell much more. In the first year in the business, the learning curve is just so huge. As you can see, 80% of my sales were listings, and I really enjoy working with the sellers. Also, more than 90% of these people I would never met if I never reached out to them. If I was just sitting in my office pretending to be a busy real estate agent, none of this would happen. With all the mistakes I made, I ended up becoming the Rookie of the Year in my company. I just came back from the agent appreciation party, and I won the award for the Rookie of the Year in my company. It feels amazing, to be honest. I wasn't expecting this because I don't think I sold too much. Some people I saw in the first year, they sold like 20, 30, 40, 50 houses, but I didn't have anyone in this country, and almost all the sales I made were from the people I never met in my life. So I think this is amazing, and once I get my YouTube channel in a few weeks, I'm gonna post this. Maybe not in a few weeks because I'm really good at procrastinating when it comes to opening a YouTube channel, but we'll see what's going to happen. So whenever you see this, just know that real estate is a fun career, and there is no limit on how much money you can make. The sky is the limit, and nobody will ever tell you sold too much. If done properly, real estate can change your life completely in the next 12 months. If you have any comments, questions or suggestions, please comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching me, and see you in the next video.